Hey everybody, this is Kennedy Hawk on our first Workout Wednesday, where every Wednesday we're going to place a gameplay video onto our YouTube channel. So we played this game last week, Addercop and I posted the video. Unfortunately, I didn't record his audio feed, so it was a very boring video to watch. So I decided I'm going to re-record it myself two-handed so everybody can see how awesome this setup is. We're playing as Rocket Aggression and Thor Justice in a two-handed game against Taskmaster, with the Powered Rain modular set. Now our goal is to use some of the new Justice cards with Thor to make sure we get all of those captured allies as soon as we can and just wreck face. And Rocket's going to deal with killing those allies for us because that's what he's here for. And we'll see how it goes. So let's get started. I'm going to draw 5 cards as Thor. And we're going to pitch... Oh, pitching a God of Thunder feels bad. We really want to show off this deck, so I'm going to pitch all 5 cards because I want to mulligan deep, and I did not get into a one way or another, which kind of stinks. I might get one with Ironheart. We'll see. Let's switch over to Rocket and see what happens over here. Shuffle his deck and draw 6. All right, with Rocket, we got a bug right away. We don't need these looking for troubles because we've got Thor here. I do like the idea of these Rocket boots, so I'm going to ditch everything else and draw 4 replacements, and there we go. So let's get underway as Thor first. We're going to spend Thor and Thor's helmet to play an Ironheart, which is going to draw us a card. We did draw into a one way or another. How fanglorious. Let's flip. And first, let's summon our hammer back. That was part of our job. Flip, and we'll play one way or another. This is going to let us search for a side scheme, which we will gladly do. Super happy about that. It's got 5 threat on it. These are the captured ally side schemes, so we get an ally placed next to it. One way or another is from Nebulous Pack. You search the encounter deck for a side scheme, reveal it, and then draw 3 cards, which is massive for Thor. All right. Well, this isn't exactly what we want to do, but it's not the end of the world. Can we do it any other way? I think we can. I was going to have to play Spider-Man to get the Skilled Investigator, but I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to play Skilled Investigator. I'm going to ditch my hammer early in this game and count on flipping back down to play Sif. But first, I'm going to thwart for 1. That down to 4. We'll play Sif and she'll ready Thor. We can now thwart for 4 more, which is going to defeat that side scheme. We would have loved to have a clear the area there to use with that instead, but did I have one in hand? No, I didn't have one in hand. So that does defeat this side scheme, which removes it from the game. Make sure we shuffled our deck since we searched. And we get an ally. We also defeated a side scheme, so we'll draw from Skilled Investigator into and assess the situation. So we will assess the situation, and we'll throw Shang-Chi down here, who is going to thwart for 2. Right there. All of these allies took 1 damage. I'm going to use zeros because I hate clicking the little buttons. And we're going to switch over to Rocket. Rocky Rocket. Let's see what he could do here. All right. We are going to Flipsy. We're going to get Bug down right away because that's really important for us. I think I'm actually going to get rid of Rocket Launcher and Hand Cannon to play... actually, we'll get rid of Rocket Launcher to play Rocket's Pistols and Hand Cannon to play our Thruster Boots. So we get 3 charge counters here. And it basically lets us do 2 damage to an enemy. We're going to hold on to him for now. So we're going to attack for 1 with Bug. Oh, we forgot to do things with Thor and Rocket. I'm sorry. So Thor needs to take 3 damage. Rocket needs to take 3 damage. Wow, that's a bad life. It's punishment for going so late. Alright, Bug's going to attack for 1 and take a consequential. Rocket's going to attack for 1 and heal Bug. And bingo bango, we're all good and happy. Let's draw 5 with Rocket here. Alright, so we can get that Rocket Launcher back. We can get Drax out. We can get our Energy Spear and Bug. That deck is Rocket and rolling. Let's see what we get over here as Thor. We did not get another one way or another, but we are going to be able to multitasking this guy dead, which would be really great. So, go into the villain phase. Let's ready everything up and do our first thing here. So each player is going to have to choose to place threat or take a damage. They're both going to place threat. That's just what's going to happen for now. Taskmaster is going to come at Thor, and he's going to come hard probably. So he's going to swing for 2. We're going to chump with Ironheart. If you're in hero form, take 1 damage. So we just take 1. Ironheart dies. Maybe we should have defended that, but that's okay. We need room for better allies. All right, next is Rocket. Rocket doesn't have anything shenanigansy to defend with, so he's just going to take it to face. Attacking for 2, 3. Okay. Encounter cards. First we have Thor here, who is going to get attacked again. We're just going to face tank this one for 2, just 2, and an advance is gone. Taking a lot of damage. We've got Rocket's card, which is a Insight 1 Hydra regular. Wish that had gone to Thor. Anyway, either way, it's Rocket's turn first now. Let's get over there on the right hand. We're definitely getting this energy spear out there, but I think first thing we're going to do is play combat training, and this is going to let us place... Was there a rocket launcher in there? Oh my goodness, my discard pile has expanded. Do I want the rocket launcher? Because I can't afford that and energy spear. I can't really afford anything in energy spear if we're being honest. So yeah, we'll take the rocket launcher back for now. We are going to play an energy spear onto Bug. So he now does 3 damage in piercing, which seems really good. He's going to go ahead and swing at the big boy. 1, 2, 3. Rocket will hit this guy for 2 and heal Bug. Thank you, combat training. And we'll go ahead and hit the villain for 2 more. Feels pretty good. And we're going to switch to Thor, I think. We're going to keep these in our hand for now. See what happens. All right. Thor, Thor, Thor. What are we going to do with you? We are going to go ahead and play multitasking. This is going to remove 2 threat from a scheme. Defeating that scheme. If you pay with a metal resource, remove 2 threat from a different scheme, which we will do next. But first, we've got to go find some minions. So we're going to bring these Hydra regulars back out because we care the very least about them. So we've got 2 Hydra regulars. Thor is going to get to, I don't know why I put Riri there, but Thor's going to get to draw 1 from Skilled Investigator, which is great. He's going to get to draw 2 because we ran into a minion, and let's make sure we shuffle this deck back up. All right. We did draw into a one way or another. We do get to remove 2 from the main as well from multitasking because we eliminated that side scheme. Let's go ahead and play another one way or another, and we are going to search for another captured by Hydra, which again is going to have 5 threat placed on it, and I'm not too worried about that because we're going to draw 3 cards. We drew into a clear the area, which is just about as perfect as we can be here. So we will have Thor and Shang-Chi will thwart. We will play clear the area using Honorary Avenger. We're removing the last 2 threat, giving us this, and drawing a card from clear the area. Seems really good. So we've got an Elektra right away. We're going to play Elektra and use a physical resource, and she'll blow up this guy in front of Rocket. We'll let Lady Sif blow up this guy. And Elektra can swing for 3 at the main boss. Feels bad, bro. But leadership Thor is leadership Thor, right? Let's go ahead and pay 1, 2, 3 for this copy of Asgard we just drew. And I think we're going to do a double flip to alter ego form. I know that might seem crazy, but we're going to do it. There's never going to be a better time. So we're drawing 5 as Thor. We are switching over here and drawing 3 because we want to get that, or 1 more because we're in alter ego form. So we get 6 each because we've got Asgard out, which is great. All right. I think I forgot to place the initial 2 threat in the scheme last round. Not going to forget that this time. He's going to scheme for 1, 2 against Thor. And he's going to scheme for 1, 0, so just 1 against Rocket. I did those in the wrong order, but that's okay. Rocket's coming up first. Hey, we got one right away. We didn't even have to look for it, so that's nice because we only have 3 things that let us look for stuff in our deck. But another captured ally for Thor to get. Sounds great. And, oh, Electro. After Electro attacks you, bad things happen. So we're going to have to figure that out next turn. And it's going to become Thor's turn, and we'll see what he can do. So Thor, Thor, Thor. First, let's get that down over there. That just makes sense. Second, let's heal for 4. And flip up. We're going to play a God of Thunder. We are going to get some multitasking going. Removing 2 and 2. Then Shang-Chi's going to thwart 2. Going bye-bye. And we're going to use God of Thunder to play Clear the Area. We're removing the last threat from the scheme. Actually, we're going to wait until... yeah, we're going to wait until Rocket's turn to do... No, because then we can't play the ally. We're going to do it now. We'll draw for Skilled Investigator. We'll draw for Clear the Area. We'll get this ally in hand, which sounds real good. I'm pretty sure I forgot to draw that one time I assessed, but it's okay. We're still doing pretty good. All right. Let's go ahead and one way or another and get that 4th ally scheme out. We haven't played one of these yet this turn. So there you go. 4 captured allies in 3 turns, hopefully. 1 more. 5. There we go. And we draw 3 cards. Let's see if Thor can get anything good out of that. Oh, I meant to grab my hammer when I was in alter ego form. Gotta remember to do that when you throw it away like a dumb person like me. So, hammer, hammer, where art thou? Okay. So we could hammer toss into this electro feller. I also like the idea of getting this last thing out. So let's. This is a little bit bonkers. We're gonna play Moon Knight. No, we're not even gonna do that yet. We're gonna Defender of the 9 Realms. We're looking for a minion. We get one, so Thor draws 2 cards, and he removes 3 threat. Then we're gonna play Moon Knight. He's gonna thwart there, eliminating that side scheme and drawing us another card, which is a White Tiger. My goodness. Lady Sif is going to live forever, but she's going to punch for 2 on this guard minion. What can we do here? Let's see. If we use this to pay for hammer, we'd have 3 to pay for hammer toss, and we could still play White Tiger, but we couldn't get her burst out. I'd really like 1 more card, but I don't think it's going to happen this turn. I think it's better to get our hammer and get going on this. So we're going to pay 3, 1 for the hammer. We're going to... Well, Sif died by doing that attack. We wanted her out of the way, so that makes sense. It's turn 3, and we're going to deck out as Thor. This is insane. We're going to play White Tiger. She can remove 3 threat. Just keep us in the safe region there. And I think we're going to hammer toss into Electro, which will push 2 onto the villain. I forgot to take damage as Thor again. He's going to take 2. We're going to remember that when we flip one of these days. I guess we'll have Electra finish this guy off. Which doesn't feel too bad. Gets me a card. Hopefully it's a minion. And that's it for Thor. Mjolnir's back in our hand from Hammer Toss. And we'll switch to Rocket. So you can see Thor's going bonkers here. He's all the way through his deck in 3 turns. And we got no exception over here with a really good setup for Rocket. So we have Bug with Energy Spear. We're going to go ahead and... I think I'm actually going to discard my Thwarting Tech upgrade to draw 2 cards. We'll heal for 3 and flip up. Let's see. We can Schadenfreude attack, but we're not going to do that. I think what we're going to do is we're going to pay 1, 2, 3 for Drax, 1 for Energy Spear on Drax. So Drax is now swinging at the villain for 5, and we'll get another pistol down to replace that 1. I guess this one's at 2 because we've used it once. Oh, we did have a pistol. We could have schadenfreude. Oh well. Rocket does take some damage from flipping, let's not forget. He takes 2. My goodness, the damage is insane right now. Alright, and let's see what we can do here. So Drax is going to hit for 5. Take 1 consequential. Bug is actually going to take a damage finally, but he's going to hit for 3 first. We can't heal him with Rocket yet. We can hit for 4 more. And that was a pretty insane turn. So let's ready everything up and draw 5. A lot of resources, and that's about it. And over here, we're going to draw 4. 2 threat in the main scheme. We're each going to place a threat. Taskmaster is coming at Thor first. And Elektra has 2 damage on her, so we're going to block with Elektra. Thor decked out first, so let's do that. I didn't even draw enough cards yet. There we go. So he's going to attack Thor for 2 plus something, but she's going to block it. Great job, Elektra. You have done your job. Next, coming at Rocket. And Rocket doesn't really want to sacrifice any of his allies, so I'm thinking about sacking Moon Knight to this, which is what we're going to do. Moon Knight's going to take a bunch of damage and be defeated. It's too bad we didn't have that happen before we cycled our deck out, but it's not the end of the world. And then we go to bad guy cards. And Thor's having a pretty ugly day over here. He's got a guard minion, which is great. That lets us draw 2. He's got... Oh, this is good. Let's flip an exhaust to get rid of that. And he's got shock therapy. Discard 1 card from the encounter deck. The villain heals 1 per player cards. 1 for each boost icon the villain's going to heal for 5. How rude. Alright, that wasn't so bad. So the problem with one way or another now is we don't necessarily want more side schemes anymore. But we'll see what happens here. It is Rocket's turn first. Rocket's going to take the lead. And what's... Oh, wait, we got to do Rocket's card too. Gang up. Rocket's getting attacked. Oh no, and Thor can't defend for him. So we've got 2, 3 coming at Rocket's face. He's almost dead. Rocket needs to flip down and heal. Real bad. Alright. Let's see what we can do first. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I wish you had something out to give Energy Spear to. Painful. I don't even have anything to spend this salvage on. Guess I can get something into my deck. I can get a rocket launcher back, so we will swing for 2 and 2. And then we'll salvage to reload. Real awkward. Put a rocket launcher back on top of our deck. Rocket is going to go ahead and... Does he need to thwart, or is Thor going to handle that? Thor's probably going to handle that. So he will... We're actually going to place an Honorary Guardian ourselves. Flip down and heal for 3. And then we're going to draw 2 by discarding this thing. And what we'll do is we'll play a rocket launcher with 2 charge counters. I'm a liar. I'm not going to Honorary Avenger myself. We're going to use Bug. That way Bug can still attack this turn and go to 3 damage. So Bug's going to swing for 1, 2, 3. This is going to send Taskmaster into the second form. Let's jump it up to 32. But Drax is going to hit him right away for 5. Good job, Drax. Yeah, that's about it. We're going to sit here as Rocket. I'm going to ready everything up, even though he's not doing anything else this turn. Switch over to Thor. All right. We want to use this hammer resource. So how are we going to do that? We're going to pay 1, 2 to play Thor's helmet. Give ourselves some more hit points. We'll summon that hammer and flip up. And we'll play one way or another. We are going to search for a side scheme. Oh, there are none. Should have paid attention to what was in the discard pile. That is a major problem with one way or another. I mean, it's not major, but it's sad. I did just look at that, so we know if there's minions in there, and there are not. So it's not worth Defendering of the Nine Realmsing. We will go ahead and play our hammer. We'll remove 3 with White Tiger. We'll remove 2 more with multitasking. And I think we're going to sit. We're going to take some to the face here. So villain phase begins. Thor flipped up, so he takes 1. We each have to take a damage or place threat. We're going to, each player in hero form. So only one of us has to do that. We'll only place 1 from Thor. Rocket is first. He's scheming against Rocket for 2, 3. Thor is second. Thor is face tanking 2 damage. +2 from this guy. And then we've got encounter cards here. We should draw up and make sure neither of us decked out. Rocket did not either, so that's good. All right, counter cards. Discard the top 5 cards of your deck. If a thwart card is discarded, that's not a thwart. 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that a thwart card? No, it's not. Nice. Rocket survives. And then we've got Thor's. Discard 7 cards from the encounter deck. If Electro was discarded, you can't just play. We know Electro's not in there because we've already fought him. That is going to give us an acceleration token and Surge. Into a Hydra regular, which is going to place 1 threat and draws 2 cards. Not so bad, not so bad. Oh, wrong character drawing cards. These are Thor's cards. See what we did there? Thor's going to take the lead. Let's get out of here. All right, Thor. We're going to have some fun today. We're going to Defender of the Nine Realms. Looking for a minion. There he is. Draw 2 more cards. No hammer throws and no lightning resources in all of that. How disappointing is that for everybody? It's real disappointing for me. I'm not going to lie. Wowzers. This stinks. We could AoE for 1. That doesn't really do much for us. White Tiger's going to thwart for 3 and be defeated. We'll give her an honorary Avenger first so she can stick around and chump. We're going to swing for 3 into this guy. We're gonna honorary Avenger on Drax so he gets 1 more turn around. I mean, look at all this stuff. I guess I want to switch that around a little bit, and I will Lightning Strike everything for 1. And I'll swing into this guy who gets defeated and deals me an encounter card. We had to use God of Thunder to do that. We're going to assess the situation twice. And I'm going to pitch this for Asgard at the end of my turn, unless Rocket does something fancy here first. All right. First thing first, Rocket probably needs to heal. He doesn't have any minions in front of him, though, so he's just going to flip up and live dangerously. He takes 0. So Rocket could hit for 2, 3, 5. That's 10 right there. Of the 26 we need. We could Rocket Launcher's really good. Let's do that first. We're going to Rocket Launcher, remove 1 counter. Deal 2 damage to the villain on each minion engaged with the player. So 2 will overkill this guy, and Rocket will draw 1. 2 will hit that guy as well, but not overkill him. But still pretty good. We got rid of Thor's real big threat and drew a card, which I don't mind at all. Rocket's pistol. Let's use its last use to hit for 2. Let's go ahead and attack for 2 with Rocket, healing Bug for 1, so then Bug can swing for 1, 2, 3. Drax can swing for 5. We've just got an insane group of little insanos over here. We're going to play Cosmo. And in fact, before I even attack, I'm going to pay 2 for this cybernetic upgrade. That way I do 1 more damage, and I get 3 hit points. Now we've played Cosmo. We're going to give him an energy spear, because why wouldn't we energy spear all 3 of our Guardian's allies? It's redonkulous. Let's use it. When Cosmo attacks for Thor, it's name a card type. We're going to say event. Oops, sorry. We're going to say event. Discard the top card of a player's deck. It is an event, so he doesn't take consequential damage, and he hits for 3 as well. That's banana pants. You see that? Like, Rocket's just insano right now. Let's ready everybody up. Rocket aggression with Bug. And 3 energy speared dudes is apparently pretty crazy. Rocket is going to deck out. That's a bit of a bummer. Hopefully nobody dies here. We'll see. Thor assessed the situation twice, so he's drawing to 7, which is just crazy for Thor. We're both going to place threat, obviously. Taskmaster is going to attack Thor, and White Tiger is here for him. White Tiger is dead. Taskmaster is going to attack Rocket, and you know what? Cosmo's here for him. You know what? No. We can just take this one. 2, 3. And we go to encounter cards. Playing a turn of heroic form or heroic mode over here. We've got Taskmaster's awesome sword, piercing, great, and another guard minion. Life is good. And over here, we've got Insight 1. Each player in hero form takes 1 damage and discards 1 card at random from their hand. So that's bad. Takes 1 damage. Oops. Hold on. I swear, I'm trying to figure this out and randomize it. Defender of the 9 Realms. Good thing we had 2 of those, sucker. Alright. And, ooh, Taskmaster schemes for 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, nothing exciting happens here. Drax and Bug go in. They hit for 8. We've got Hammer Toss over in Thor. Things are just going insane. We did deck the deck out. That was mostly due to Electro. But each character only decked once. We took down Taskmaster pretty handedly. And Thor really just rattled off. He's getting ready to deck out a second time. And Rocket wasn't doing too shabby himself over here. So hopefully that let you see how this Thor Justice deck works and this Rocket Aggression deck. Again, I'll put the deck lists in the YouTube description below, or I'll pin them as a comment or something. But definitely check out these characters. They've really grown a lot with the new card pool. Bug and Energy Spear, Nebula's Pact, just adds so much to the Guardian's Aggression Ally kit. And one way or another is a card that is going to completely change the way people play Justice. It takes Thor Justice from being okay, it's good because it's Justice, to being okay, maybe this deck is a little bit bonkers broken. So especially against scenarios where there's side schemes that have positive effects. So a couple of the ones in MTS, Galactic Artifacts, things like that, you can really go ham with one way or another. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Tune back in tomorrow for Thursday's topic, which will be a technical Thursday. Thanks for tuning in.